Hello, lovelies, and welcome back to another cash stuffing. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Lily. I am a 26-year-old zero-based cash budgeter and stuffer up in Maine. I have been doing the zero-based budget by paycheck method of cash budgeting for almost 5 years now, and this system has provided me with the tools to pay down debt and to purchase the home that I live in now with my my fiance, and our 3 dogs. And if any of that sounds like content that may interest you, I would sincerely hope that you consider hitting that subscribe button and sending some support my way. But happy Thankful Thursday, everyone. How are we doing? How are we feeling? Let me know in the comments what you guys are feeling extra thankful for today. Yesterday was my mom's birthday, and Austin and I went over. We brought like a side, and they made some soup, and my grandmother was there, and we played some games, and we hung out, and I'm just really thankful for my little family and just everyone being not only willing but like wanting to get together. We also had, unfortunately, 2 deaths in the family on Tuesday. One was a family friend, and one was a family member. So we are mourning them. And yeah, of course, we are all, I'm sure, aware of what happened yesterday. And I struggled whether or not I wanted to make a statement. And that sounds so weird, make a statement. I struggled if I wanted to say anything. It would be very easy for me to stay silent and just not say anything about it and move on. But I don't know. I just felt the need to sort of just say my piece, and then we can go from there. I posted something on my story the other day, and while most people, I feel, understood where I was coming from, I did have some people messaging me, kind of not agreeing with what I said. And I just want to put it out there and be very clear. And I know I don't need to, but I want to. I do not support pretty much anything that he said. I do not lean that way personally. That's just me. I think that a lot of what he said was, I don't agree with it. I'm not going to get too into depth on how I feel about it, but I'm just going to say I don't agree with most, if not all, of the opinions that Charlie Kirk had and shared. But I don't agree with violence of any kind, and I certainly do not support violence, even against those who do outwardly support violence. That person did not deserve to the way that they did, and their wife and children do not deserve to go through what they are currently going through and to witness what they witnessed. And yes, there were other schools going on at the same time, and it's horrendous, and there is a massive need for change in our country. I think that's been very clear. There is not much that my words can do or will do, if anything, but I do want to make clear my stance. That should not have happened. He did not deserve to, and neither did I believe, as far as I know, as of right now, one of the children in Colorado did pass away. Others were injured, and there could have been more. I apologize if that number was incorrect, but no one deserves to in any of these cases. And it is disappointing that certain coverage is taking precedent over others, and it's very sad that that is where our country is. But at the end of the day, once again, I do not support violence, even against those who do support it. And that is my piece. I said it, and I'm going to leave it at that. So we're going to move on, you guys. We are stuffing my second Etsy paycheck for the month of September. We are stuffing my Etsy paycheck, which was $185. And then we are also stuffing what I kept from my student loan refund. The rest, I did just make a huge payment towards my personal student loans, but I did keep some of it out to put a little bit towards my wedding fund. So in total, we should have $745. 1, 2, 3, 354, 450, 70, 90, 510, 530, 550, 60, 70, 80, 90, 600, 610, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 85, 95, 700, 705, 10, 15, 25, 35, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, some of those are folded, but I'm going to do my best to just try to ignore it until it's time to stuff those bills. But yeah, I know it's been a heavy few days. How are you guys doing? How are you feeling? Yeah, I know that's a tough question to answer right now, but yeah. Oh, today's also 9/11, so there's that. There's so much to, comment on that I just kind of, I don't know. It's difficult. It's difficult. Also, I wrote this out and I should have just put this second section a lot closer, but we're stuffing $5 into Bridesmaid. I am going to write the totals for the ones that we have over here, I guess, but you're not going to see over here, so apologies. But in my sinking funds, we're skipping all the way back to Bridesmaid and we're adding $5. So we now have 5, 10, 15, and 20. And that's the only sinking fund that we are stuffing today. Next, we're going to go into my savings. Nope. This is my bills binder. So mortgage is getting 52, 50, 51, and 52. So we have 5,100, 5,200, 201, 203, and 204. 204 in mortgage. Internet is getting $6, so a 5 and a 1. So we now have 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 2, 3, and 24 in internet. Electric is getting 30, so a 20 and a 10. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 110, and 120 in electric, not counting what we have in there. We're skipping heat today. Water and sewer is getting $10, and I did pay this. So, of course, I should have done this a little bit better last time, but we had $375 and I pulled out $224. So we have $151 in water and sewer in our high yield savings account, plus 10, 20, 30, 45, and 50. So we have $201 for water and sewer. Phone, but this won't be due until the end of December for the next payment. $5 is going into phone, so we have $10, $25, and $30 in phone. Car insurance is getting $15 today, so a 10 and a 5. And we have $225 in the bank, plus 10, 20, 30, 45, and 50, so $275 in car insurance. Let me just fix that. It's going to bug me. Pet insurance is getting $10. So we now have 10, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 26. Hi, Mama. Hear her little paws running towards me. Why are you all wet? I love you so much. Okay. Health insurance is getting $15, so a 10 and a 5. And it kind of freaked me out today because I got an email from my university, like the system that was like, I need to submit my immunization records. And so I messaged like in the portal, my PCP, and I asked for a copy of them. And then I realized I'm like, and I had said, I'm like, if I'm missing any vaccinations or anything, let me know and I'll schedule an appointment to do that. And then I realized I don't have health insurance, so I would have to pay like out of pocket for that, and or like they'll bill me and then I'll have to pay that like the full price without insurance, and it freaked me out. So I definitely need to get insurance. And I have said this a bunch of times, you guys. I know that there's a lot of people who like don't watch all the videos. I still get comments with recommendations. Austin is younger than me. He is still 25. He is still under his parents' health insurance. And when he ages out in February of next year, he is an independent contractor. So he does not have health insurance through a company. My university's health insurance needed the full year up front, and I did not have like $6,000 or $7,000, however much they wanted. And my company that I work for does not offer health insurance. I work for my dad's company. It is literally just my dad, myself, and one other person. That other person, her husband works for the hospital system, so she's on his insurance. And my mom, who also works for the same hospital system, covers my entire family, my dad and my brother's health insurance. So there's literally like, and I don't qualify for main care. There are a couple other options that my mom mentioned to me that I'll have to look into, but of course I need to save up at least the first month's payment. So we're aiming for that for the next couple months, but we currently have 20, 40, 50, 65, 70, 71, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 76. Which I don't even remember if I put 15 in there, so we'll see. Washable's getting $5 today, so we have 25, 30, 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 40. So we are over a month ahead in here, which is great. And we are not stuffing anything else in my bills binder today, but we are going to jump into my debt binder. So Discover is getting $30 today. So a 20 and a 10. And we now have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 110, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 126 in Discover. TJ's is getting 16, so a 10, a 5, and a 1, and we now have 20, 40, 50, 65, 70, 71, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 76. Beautiful. My car payment is getting 15, so a 10 and a 5. And we have $350 in the bank plus 20, 40, 50, 60, 5, 70, 71, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 76. Oh, we have 426. Let's do that. 426 total. So we're close to that next $500 payment, which is awesome. Student loans is getting 75 today, so a 50, a 20, and a 5, and we now have 51, 50, 200, 220, 45, and 250 in student loans. And then paying my brother back is getting 15. Someone did ask how much longer I'm going to be paying him back. I am currently on track to have my last payment be November 1st, I believe. So in 2 more months, because our next payment will be October 1st. So 2 more full months from September to October and October to November. And then he should be paid back in full, which is fantastic. So we have 10, 20, 30, 45, and 50. In here, and that is it for my debt binder. And then let's jump into my business binder next. So taxes is getting 30, so a 20 and a 10. We have 1430 in the bank plus 120, 30, and 140 gives us $1,570 in taxes. And both the checks drafted, so officially Q3 has been paid. Shipping is getting $50, so we have 100 in there, but yeah, no, we have 100 in here, which I'm just going to pull this out actually. So we have 0 in here, but yeah, I don't remember. I thought I had already pulled that out, but I guess not. But I do, so we're putting $6 into stamps, so a 5 and a 1. So we have 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 in stamps, but I need 66 from supplies. So that's 70. We're adding 5 though. So I'll take 65. I'll take 65 out. So we'll have 10 left in supplies, but I made an order the other day. So there's that. And then lastly today, we are going into my wedding binder. And we have 20, 30, 40, 50, and 300. So 350. So I think, I know I'm putting at least 300 at least into the venue. So we'll have 70 plus 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20, 40. So we'll have 610 in the venue. And then we have 20, 30, 40, 50 left. And you guys, I was also thinking, hold on, I got sidetracked. Dress. So my mom is buying my wedding dress, but I'm gonna have to buy my veil and my shoes, and well, shoes has a separate category, but I'm gonna have to buy my veil, but also I'm gonna have to buy a dress for the rehearsal dinner. I have a dress for the bridal shower, but I'm gonna have to buy something for the rehearsal dinner. So there's that too. So I can still use dress. And I just condensed, so I don't think I have anything that has 2 5s in it. Let's put 10 into alcohol. Let's go, sorry about the glare. Where's invites? There's 135 in invites? Ooh. That's good though, right? Okay, we have 30 in hair and makeup. I'm going to put a 20. So we have 25, 45, and 50 in hair and makeup. And I need 330, so we're doing good there. We have 20 left. Let's put 10 into photography. And then 10 into... Guys, this is like difficult. Let's do 10 into music. So there's... Oh, we do have one that had 5s. Whatever. We have 20 in music. Okay. Okay. I'm good with that. My uncle is DJing our wedding, and he said he's not charging us, but we're obviously going to still pay him something, so we'll figure it out. But that is going to wrap up today's cash stuffing, you guys. I really hope that you enjoyed. If you did, please don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up, leave a yellow heart in the comments to show your support for the channel, and of course, subscribe. I can't make any promises about videos this weekend, but hopefully I'll get a budget with me out on Monday, and we will continue on with the stuffings for September next Tuesday. With all that being said, thank you so much for sticking around with me, and I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your day, week, month, year, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.